If you love PTCGO as much as I do, then you'll love buyptcgocodes.com. They have all the latest codes in stock, and if you use my discount code PSG, you'll get 5% off your next order. Highly recommended. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today it's a big news coming out of Japan. Literally as of, I don't know, not long ago, a couple of hours ago. PokemonCards.com, the Japanese Pokemon, the official Pokemon website for Japan for the trading card game, has just announced that 2 cards in the standard format are being banned from their standard format. And as far as I know, this is the first time that cards have been banned in their standard format since Lysander's Trump card, all the way back, because all the recent bans have mostly just been like affecting the expanded format. And yeah, this is absolutely huge news. So the 2 cards in question are, so this website here, this is the Pokemon card website, we've translated it from Japan to English using Google. And another thing just to quickly point out before we start talking about this is not necessarily confirmed yet for the English language Pokemon trading card game, what we play, but a couple of people I've spoken to have said that it fits a pattern of when something gets banned in Japan, it's very likely, extremely likely, to get banned in standard. So please take that with a pinch of salt. It's not confirmed yet for English, but we're going to talk about like it is, like we're going to come to the English format quite soon. So the cards in question that are being banned are Bellelba Brycen-Man and Mismagius from Unbroken Bonds and Cosmic Eclipse. So it says here, so the cards that cannot be played in the deck after Tuesday, September 1st. This will probably be happening sooner to us. We're going to get a rules revision soon. It normally happens around like the time of a new set coming out. So it just says here, in a Pokemon card game, limited the actions of an opponent by building decks and playing. It's translated it's Google translation, but it's basically just saying that these 2 cards, Mismagius and Bellelba Brycen-Man, extremely limit the actions of an opponent by combining with other cards, and it narrows the range of various deck construction and playing. So it's basically just saying those cards aren't fun to play against. They're not. They make the decks quite toxic in some ways. And yeah, so that's their sort of reasoning for it. But I'm going to talk more about why it'll probably be banned in our format as well in a moment. And what a fun little extra Easter egg here. They're actually saying here that they're actually designing a new Mismagius and a new Bellelba Brycen-Man card, just because the fans of those Pokemon and Bellelba Brycen-Man won't feel sort of left out and sad that their favourite cards are being sort of banned. So they're actually making new cards with new designs and text for those, which is quite cool. And yeah, so Bellelba Brycen-Man and Mismagius. We're going to talk a little bit more about those and why I think they'd probably be banned in our standard format as well. So we'll talk first about Bellelba Brycen-Man. So at the moment, a lot of people. Well, the first thing a couple of people said to me is, "Oh, Stephen, why don't they just ban Oranguru or Chip Ice Axe instead?" Well, the reason for that is, or the main issue with Chip Ice Axe is the fact that Oranguru is still here, but Oranguru is from Ultra Prism, and that rotates anyway. For us, I think the last Friday of the month, like 28th of August, next month. So if you ban Oranguru in standard now, there'd be no point. But Oranguru is going to go to expanded anyway, and it's probably, not that good in expanded, I imagine. So without Oranguru, there's no real reason to ban Chip Ice Axe, because the whole power of Chip Ice Axe was that people were able to use resource management. Oranguru's, put the 3 cards from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck in any order. Without Oranguru, there's no actual real reason to ban Chip Ice Axe. It's sort of, they need to work together, basically. So there's a good reason that Bellelba Brycen-Man is being banned in Japanese standard format is because that card is legal for at least another year. So as it stands, it most likely would, in our format, it would most likely rotate out in August of next year, 2021. So that would be a whole year and a bit of Bellelba Brycen-Man being legal for standard play, and potentially having sorts of all crazy things happen to it. And another reason I think they've banned these cards in Japan is because they're the Pokemon card designers. They are the original people who design all of the cards that we use and play. We don't know what new crazy cards they've come up with that potentially might break Bellelba Brycen-Man and Mismagius like even more than they can be already. So Bellelba and Brycen-Man, for those that don't know, you discarding 3 cards from the top of each player's deck. So combined with Lieutenant Surge, you can discard 6 cards in a turn. If you have an attack that does a mill, you could potentially discard 9, 10 cards in a turn, and a lot of the time that can seem quite unfair, but it's not overly powerful, that effect now. Like, mill doesn't dominate in our standard format currently. Very few mill decks are like doing well, like in the online tournaments that we're playing because of lockdown. But we don't know. I think the main reason it's being banned is that I think there's more like mill sort of types, effects and cards coming out soon that we don't know what they do. We have no idea what they are. So potentially, like, it can break the game even more, because it seems a bit random, like they're banning it now as opposed to, like, 3-6 months ago. I think there's more cards coming. That's my theory. It's only a game theory, and I think that's the reason why they're being banned now. There is a drawback to this, though. So a lot of people are going to use the secondary effect on Bellelba and Brycen-Man to as a soft Eternatus VMAX counter. So Eternatus VMAX here, the Eternal Zone, basically the ability, it lets you have 8 Darkness type Pokemon on your bench. eight Pokemon on your bench. Sorry, still early in the morning, still waking up. And Bellelba and Brycen-Man, you can use the secondary effect where you can discard 3 other cards from your hand, and then both players have to discard their bench down until they have 3. So then the Eternatus VMAX is only potentially doing 120 damage with the Dread End attack the following turn. So that is a bit of a worry for those that were trying to use Bellelba and Brycen-Man as a counter for Eternatus VMAX. So you're going to have to look at other ways potentially to sort of help you against that sort of potentially tier 1 deck coming out of Darkness Ablaze soon. But I think it's a bit of a strange one, but I think we have to sort of take a step back and just think like that the reason the Bellelba and Brycen-Man's been banned now is to sort of future-proof us against some more crazy and more dangerous combos. I think that kind of makes sense to me. So that's my reasoning for that. And Mismagius. So basically, Mismagius is the only card in the standard format that I believe that allows to reduce your opponent's hand size down by the use of reset stamp. So I should have probably put an image of reset stamp here, but you all know what reset stamp does. So Mysterious Message, with the use of Duskstone, the Unbroken Bonds item card that came out at the same time as Mismagius, you can search your deck for a Mismagius and evolve it straight onto your Misdrevious on your first turn, if you're going first, or whenever you want. So you can theoretically use Mismagius' ability 2 or 3 times on your first turn, before then using Reset Stamp, and then your opponent starting with a 4 or 5 card hand in their on their first turn going second, which can be quite disruptive. I must admit. Obviously, it's going to be a bit harder to do that in standard without being able to use a supporter on your first turn as well. But again, we don't know what cards are coming out that potentially could make Mismagius even more busted in the future. So I think they're just they know they probably got cards designed and sort of ideas formulated, like proxies and testing in their hand probably for the next 6 months for all we know. Like they're going to be so much like further ahead in what they're doing and what they know other cards are coming out. So again, Mismagius is from Unbroken Bonds. It won't be rotating out of the standard format until September 2021, well, August 2021, if the format, the rotations happen as they've been happening the past 5 years. So it makes sense for them to sort of, let's get rid of one of the other anti-fun cards now, before like it gets too bad, because we don't know what else is coming out that will make Mismagius even stronger. It sort of follows the same path of these 3 cards in Expanded, Marshadow, Delinquent, and Red Card. So they're all now currently banned in our Expanded format, and I think they got banned in Japan first, and we saw that happening, and then they got banned in our Expanded format. So basically, it's just about the anti-fun element of, if you use Marshadow, Let Loose, Delinquent, or Red Card on your first turn, if you're going first, your opponent starts with a 4, or potentially 4. It'll always be 4 cards, because Delinquent will go from 7 to 4. So yeah, so you'd always start with a 4 card hand, unless you've got an Ultra Ball or something to get Tapu Lele or a Shaman or whatever to draw out of that. You're going to be in a very, very tough spot straight away. So it's completely understandable that Mismagius is going to be banned now, because it's going to be one of those cards that potentially can, you know, break the first couple of turns for you and make the game a lot less fun, especially for new players. Imagine if you're like a new player picking up your first deck, you go to a league challenge, you're playing your opponent's playing a Mismagius deck, and you've got some crazy new cards in it that will help them get, you know, 2-3 Mismagiuses out by turn, like on their first turn, and they reset stamp you to 4, and you got bugger all in your hand. It's not going to be a fun experience. So I can see that's their reasoning behind banning Mismagius, but it's all going to come down to more stuff that's been released in the future. Why they didn't ban these cards like 3-6 months ago? We don't know what they're making. Who knows what's brewing in Creatures Lab in Japan? But yeah, so that was just a quick little video talking about these bans and expanded. Obviously, in standard, in the Japanese standard, they're being banned on September the 1st in Japan. Again, big disclaimer here: it's not confirmed yet for English, but all of these bans for like cards in Japan, they according to my sources, they always translate over across to our English standard format. Because also, like at the World Championship, why would it be fair that we could use you know, these cards in the World Championship and the Japanese players can't? That would be completely unfair. So it makes sense that they will be banned in our standard format as well. But I would love to know what you guys think. As you see there, comment below. Should these cards be banned in standard? Obviously, you have to bear in mind that we don't know all the other cards that are coming out in the next couple of months. But I think it makes sense. I can see their logic behind it. I'm not going to be one of these people that goes, oh no, that's absolutely outrage, I love these cards, they should never be banned, without actually, you know, thinking about it contextually. So yeah, leave a comment below, let me know what you think about these cards being banned. Please also remember to hit the subscribe bell. Hit the subscribe button, ping the bell, and we're getting very close now to 900 subscribers, very close to that 1000k giveaway, so please support the channel, keep supporting the channel, and I'll see you very soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch them all. Thank you very much for watching the video. Remember, once we get to 1000 subscribers, we'll be giving away this beautiful Blastoise and Piplups GX Rainbow Rare card from Cosmic Eclipse. PSA 9 graded, very hard to find. We're getting very close now, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, support the channel, and one of you lovely people could be winning this amazing card. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch them all.